Alimak offers safe, reliable and efficient vertical access solutions to customers all over the world. The Alimak Scando 650 is the next level in vertical transportation of people and materials for construction sites. This new construction hoist offers the customer more control, improved flexibility, reduced operating costs, more hoist power and more control. The Scando 650 can be used in a driverless mode, which allows everybody on site to use it, making it similar to any office-type lift. If used properly, the safe transport of goods and passengers on site is made easier and more efficient. Safety must always be a high priority. This induction will illustrate the safe methods of operation of the Alimak Scando 650 hoist and the safe system of emergency lowering in the event of a power failure. The hoist is fitted with the Alimak overspeed safety device to prevent any uncontrolled movements in addition to the normal brake system. There is a maximum load sign in the hoist cage. This load must not be exceeded. There are general operating instructions inside the hoist cage for future reference. Only attempt to exit or enter the hoist when it has stopped at a landing level. At the end of this induction, if you are unsure of any part of the operation of the hoist, please ask. Once the hoist has stopped, open the left-hand gate by pushing down on the handle and pulling towards you. This unlocks both gates. Open the right-hand gate and slide cage gate upwards. After entering the hoist cage, close both sets of gates behind you. The hoist will not operate with any of the cage or landing gates open, as they are all interlocked. If the gate is open, it will be indicated on the control panel. If this is shown, then reclose both sets of gates again. Inside the cage is a control panel with a series of control buttons and indicators. On the far left is the red emergency stop button. Pressing this button will bring the cage to an immediate stop in an emergency situation. This is only to be used in emergencies. F1 will show in the right-hand indicator panel. It is reset by twisting and pulling up. There is a yellow alarm button that sounds on the cage to indicate to others on site that there may be a problem with the hoist. The black switch operates the cage light. This is the OSD4 weight indicator lamp for overload, which is illuminated when the cage is overloaded. This is explained in more detail later. Operating instructions for the ALC2 are displayed in the cage. The keypad is used for floor selection. On the keypad, press the number of the floor required and press the Enter button. If you require the hoist to stop at a number of different floors, you must press the Enter button after each floor number. If you enter the wrong floor number, you can clear your selection using the CLR button. The hoist will automatically stop at the next requested landing level in the direction of travel. On the control panel, there are two red LCD displays. The left-hand indicator shows the current landing level. The right-hand indicator shows next landing level, at which hoist will stop, and the direction of travel. In this example, the hoist is traveling up to level 5. The landing control station has clearly marked buttons indicating the direction of travel. Press the button for your required direction of travel. Your call is registered when the button illuminates. In a similar manner to a conventional hotel lift, the hoist will stop automatically to collect you. The light on the button will then go out. You can now enter the hoist cage. If the hoist is out of service or the cage or landing gates are open, the out of service light will illuminate. Only attempt to open the gates when the hoist has completely stopped. Once the hoist has stopped, slide up fully the cage gate. Once the hoist has stopped, slide the cage gate up fully. Open the right-hand gate by pushing down on the handle and then pushing away from you. This unlocks both gates. Push open the left-hand gate and exit the cage. When you leave the cage, make sure you close both the cage and the landing gates. If you do not do this, the cage will not move and will not be available to others. The hoist may be fitted with a dual mode facility, which means there is an option to transfer it from driverless to driven. This may be used to provide sole use for specific bulk deliveries via a designated hoist driver from inside the cage. When this is in operation, the out-of-use lamp will be illuminated on the landings and the hoist cannot be called from any landing. Mode is switched by using the key, which will be held by the logistics supervisor on site. In the event of a power failure, the hoist cage can be lowered manually. Safety instructions are displayed inside the cage and within the hoist operating manuals. Remember, safety first. In the cage, you are safe. Do not attempt to exit the cage unless at a landing level. Before starting the lowering procedure, look around to ensure that all gates are closed and the landings appear clear. Let others know what you are going to do. Press the red emergency stop button. If fitted, remove the key from the brake glass box and release the padlock on the emergency lowering handle, or undo the retaining strap for the pull cord. Pull the lever down slowly until the hoist begins to descend. The hoist will stop if you release the lever. Lower to the next available landing gate, ensuring that the hoist floor stops level with the landing. There may be markers on the gate for guidance. Once this operation is complete, refit the padlock, replace the key in the box, or tie up the pull cord. Ensure the gates are closed and report the power failure immediately to a member of the site management staff. If the hoist does not lower, remain in the cage and call for attention from others on the landing or via the alarm, who will call for alternative rescue options. This procedure does not override the operation of the Alimak safety device, which will still stop you in case of an overspeed. The hoist is also fitted with overload sensing. If the contents exceed 90% of the rated load, a flashing red light will appear on the control panel and the hoist will not respond to landing calls. When the rated load is significantly exceeded, the red light will become solid and F4 will appear on the display. In this case, do not load anything else into the cage. The hoist can still be operated. In extreme cases of overload, the hoist will cease to operate. Remember, do not enter or exit the cage until the hoist is stopped. After use, shut all gates to allow others the use of the hoist. If in doubt, call for help via the alarm. Do not try to lower the cage yourself unless you are confident with the emergency lowering procedure. If used correctly, the Scando 650 will improve site efficiency, lower costs, and allow you to work in a safer environment. Once you achieve this, the only way is up.